This is Miho. They spent almost over 24 hours at the vet in Portland called Dove Lewis. And this is the result. Miho will not stop shaking and quivering on that leg. And he's obviously in pain and discomfort. I think that crazy crack whore and her fucking piece of shit motherfucking friends who need to die hurt Miho the last time they raped me. I think they physically assaulted him. I think he wasn't okay with whatever was happening in that moment, and he wasn't cowed. So they fucked him up. That would be my assumption. He won't stop. Could be a drug interaction with the painkiller he was given, with the drugs that they constantly have him on. He was tender in the abdomen, is what they said. This is my theory, is that the guy that showed up to work right after, and he was dropped off in a black vehicle with a fucking motorcycle gang member looking guy dropping him off. I think that he did this to Miho. I think he fucked with Miho while he was in there. I think that they were fucked with while I was paying to have them stay there and waiting for them in the parking lot. I think it probably frustrated her because she's such a fucking fruitcake that she couldn't fucking rape me in the fucking parking lot with a bunch of people like she did the night before when we were at a rest stop. So while I'm at it, I'm going to note me staying at the Rites of Passages. Now, Vita's twitching. Rites of Passages in Colorado. It is supposed to be a PTSD trauma therapeutic place, blah, blah, blah. And the guy that came and stayed there raped and sodomized me, pretending to be a client. I'm guessing he will not come back, even though he said he was just going to go get his dog. The whole thing didn't make sense. His whole demeanor was fucking crazy. Crying, 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 and then all of a sudden he's just all better, you know? And he was supposed to be in there because he was a therapist and he helps people and they all committed suicide, blah, blah, blah. What all he did was talk about his wife. That's it. Which is normal fucking shit that people go through. The whole thing was fucking bullcrap. And the person that let them into that facility is the owner's son. He's antisocial, he's strange, he wears black all the time, he has no interest in animals despite the fact that he lives on a farm. He had no pet of his own. He clearly had no interest in helping any actual people. He wasn't involved in any of that shit whatsoever. He was the tech person for the facility. A very low tech, barely anything fucking tech. Like a 2-hour week job. So, I'm tired of this. I'm so fucking tired of it. I called a company, a security company. They said that they would call me back, that they had someone that could help me. And now they won't answer the phone. Now, that's just become my fucking common everyday life. Every time that I get someone that is going to help me with something, they're all down, everything's good. And then all of a sudden, they just don't call me back and they won't return my phone calls and they won't answer the phone when I call. And just, you know, it's just crazy. And right now, I heard noises up above me. That room is not rented, but yet, and they were trying to use the refrigerator and the television outlets to do their whatever fucking gassing shit. I'm also guessing this is not exactly their forte, their ideal situation, their ideal hotel to come in and do a mass rape sodomy session. So, we'll see. But I'm tired of watching my animals suffer. This is fucking ridiculous. I can't even take them to the vet, and that's the thing. That's what they want to do. They want to make it so that they can't even be safe there because they know that I want them to be out of that toxic shit and have a moment of just being able to be okay and safe despite the fact that it's stressful being in the vet. I'm trying to get them away from that shit. And since they know that, they have to go in and do fucked up shit to my fucking dogs. Remember, this is what the Hawaiians are. This is who the Hawaiian people are. This is who every single person that's helped them is. From my neighbor Brian Cam to my neighbors in Portland, Oregon, to my neighbors in Santa Rosa, to this is who they are. Is severe animal abuse. Rapists, sodomizers, torturing, that's who they are. Don't forget that these people they're not even people. They're not even fucking people, and they don't deserve breath, life, water, food. They don't deserve any of it. They deserve death for what they're doing. Death. Painful, suffering death. Especially that lunatic bitch who thinks she's some fucking hardcore motherfucker. Yet not once has she ever touched me when I'm wide awake. Not once. But she's so badass. Fucking bitch fruitcake.